Hi all, we're back with the second section of conic sections, ellipses. So we've written equations from a graph. Now we're going to graph from an equation. So what they want me to do is identify the center A and B of each and then graph it. So now I'm just going to make this a little bigger. So I need to find my center and I need to find A and I need to find B. So I'm going to go ahead and write that down. So I need to find my center, A and B, and then we're going to graph it. So my center is the number with X and the number with Y. The number with X is my X coordinate and the number with Y is my Y coordinate. And remember, if it's inside a parenthesis, I change the sign when I bring it out. That's why it's X minus, yes. The equation is X minus H and X minus Y. Remember, when I put in a negative, it changed to a positive. So if I pull it out, if it's positive, it changes back to a negative. And if it's a minus 3, then it would be a positive 3. So the question is, do I have any number with my X or Y? Well, the answer is no, I don't. It's just X squared and Y squared. Well, if I don't have a number, what number is that? That's my question to you guys. That number would be, if there's no number there, that number would be 0. So my X is 0 and my Y is 0. Okay, so now the equation for an ellipse is a fraction, right? So I can change X squared into a fraction by putting a 1 under it. Yes, good. So remember that A squared equals 1, and I don't want A squared, I want A. So how do I find A? Correct. I take the square root. So the square root of 1 is 1. Great. And then I know B squared equals 36. So I want B. So I take the square root, and the square root of 36 is 6. So A equals 1 and B equals 6. So now I'm going to graph it. And then the easiest way for me to do that is I'm going to plot my center first, which is 0, 0. And then remember, A is my horizontal distance and B is my vertical distance. So both left and right and up and down. So A is 1, so I'm going to go 1 away on either side. And then I'm going to, B is my vertical distance, so it's 6. So I'm going to count up 6 and down 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's the top and the bottom and the furthest left and the furthest right of my ellipse. So now I'm going to try, you guys please don't laugh at me, I'm going to attempt to draw an ellipse. It's going to be pretty bad because this is a skinny tall one, but I'm going to try. Oh, it wasn't too terribly bad. So there's my ellipse, done. That's all I have to do. Okay, so on the Nearpod, I'm sorry for those of you who are watching that aren't doing the Nearpod, but you can, I have put graph paper on there so you can print it off and do this and then take pictures and upload it into the draw it section, because this is what it's going to be, as a draw it section. Just make sure I can read everything and it's nice and clear. Okay. So we're going to go to the next one. We're going to do exactly the same thing. Oh my gosh, the same thing. So we're going to find my center and A and B. So my center, do I have anything with X and Y? No. So my center is 0, 0 again. Great. And I know that A squared equals 9. So A is going to equal 3. And I know that B squared equals 4. So I take the square root of that. So B equals 2. Great. Okay. So my center is 0, 0. Awesome. And then I'm going to count 3 to the side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 2 up. 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. And attempt to draw an ellipse here. Okay, there we go. Miss McVeigh would be, oh my Lanta, I can't even talk right now. All the art teachers, let's just say all the art teachers would just be laughing at my poor attempts at drawing right now. It's pretty sad. Miss McCoy, why would I think of Miss McVeigh? What the heck? Wow, I've been out of school way too long, you guys. Okay, so we're going to try it again. Again, just because this is different now, it looks a little different because I have numbers with my X and Y. We're not changing anything. I still need to find the center of my circle, and I still need to find A, and I still need to find B. Okay, so the center of my circle this time is where? Well, I've got a +1 and a +5, so that means it changes signs. So I've got -1 and -5. Okay, great. And then the same thing, how I find A and B is the same thing. A is with the X, so A squared equals 16. So I square root it, so A equals 4. And B squared equals 4, so I square root that, so B equals 2. Beautiful. Okay, and then we are going to find the center of the circle. So it's -1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right there. And A is horizontal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And B is vertical, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then we try and draw a football looking shape, which is not really that good. My picture anyways. Okay, so we've got one more to do. Good job, you guys, by the way. Don't forget to ask us questions, Mr. Call, Miss Martinova, myself, Miss Parker, whoever. Oh, sorry, this is college prep math, so it's just me. Awesome. Just ask me problems if you ask me questions if you have problems. See, look, I'm forgetting which class I'm teaching you guys. It's going slightly insane as those of you who talked to me yesterday know. So we're going to do the same thing. Find my center of my circle. A and B. So the center of my circle is where? -2, -2. Good. A squared equals 15. So then I take the square root of it, and A is approximately equal to 3.9. Okay, and B squared equals 10. So I take the square root of that, and B is approximately going to be equal to 3.2. Okay? I know I figured it out without my calculator. Are you guys proud of me? No, I'm kidding. I already figured it out ahead of time. I know I'm kind of working ahead now. So good. So I'm going to do the same thing. Find the center of your circle is -2, -2. And then I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, almost 4. Right? 1, 2, 3, almost 4. 1, 2, 3, a little over 3. 1, 2, 3, and a bit more. There we go. So, you know, I'm sketching it. It doesn't have to be exact. It says I'm sketching it. So, but I'm approximately putting it where it should be. And then I'm going to try and draw there we go. It looks a little more circle-ish because the A and B are closer together. And there we go. So keep working on that, and then we're going to come back and do the last section. And we will see you in just a few moments, guys. Have a good day.